Hey there people, I'm your friend the Devil Let's Players. SpiderMwa, welcome you back to Gabriel Night 3 as we left off. Funky shit happening, yo. Mostly I was here in the room and took the manuscript, I would imagine, with that newspaper that he had. And speaking of Mosley, I felt like last time I actually missed something and I went over and I did it, and here is what happened.
Get in here. I'm listening.
Well, I really did it this time.
I knew it. You did, didn't you? Did you?
Yeah.
Christ.
Ah, come on. How about some support here?
So what happened anyway? When she left here last night, she didn't want anything to do with you.
Well, it was an accident.
Right. You're the only guy I know who could accidentally end up in bed with the most beautiful woman for 50 miles.
What about Madeline?
What about Madeline? She's. You know, you got kind of a reverse rose-colored glasses thing going on. Must be your fear of commitment affecting your optical nerves. Grace is beautiful. She's nice. She's smart. She's funny. You ought to have your head examined. And besides which, I ought to break your neck for hurting her feelings. Did you get a look at her face this morning?
Now, knock it off. I feel bad enough. I just don't know how to act. I mean, God, she's like my sister or something.
Aw. Well, I suppose you could try to talk to her about your feelings, get it all out in the open. Nah. I'll tell you what. Just pretend it never happened.
Oh.
Really? Just act like nothing happened. Try it.
Okay.
So as you can see, I missed out on a conversation with Mosley because he did tell us that come visit him at his room after, you know, the stuff that happened. So that's what we missed. That's all we missed. But now we haven't missed it, and we're up to the points that we haven't missed. I better stop talking about missing things. So Mosley and Madeline are in his room right now.
I don't want to talk to Mosley anymore.
Especially with the Madeline inside there. So since they're in there, and Grace is in the shower, we could just take a look around, see what's up, if anybody's around doing anything. I mean, I do know that eventually, more stuff will happen up here. This is Madeline's room, right?
I'm not sure what I'd say if she came to the door.
I wonder if she's now in there, if I missed already of her.
I don't think anybody's in there.
Yeah, she's with Mosley. Can I talk to Roxanne? I don't know what I'm gonna talk to her about, but hey, you never know. There might be something interesting going on around here with Roxanne.
Roxanne?
Oui? Can I help you, Monsieur Knight?
Let me think. Nope. Sorry to have disturbed you. I'm eyeing you, door. At some point you will open. At least I know that Emilio is back. I saw his bike once I returned myself to here. I wonder if the Abbé is out and about. I don't see him at the tower, but he could be in, you know, in there anyway. So just let's just take a look. You know, better safe than sorry. Oh, he's not here. Okay, got it. But since we are up here, we could do this. We haven't done this at all. You can actually, this is the other location in the whole game where you can actually go and use the binoculars. You don't see as much from here. Except you can take a look up at the planche floor. There's nobody there. Alright. Any other spot that we could spot. I don't remember if there's any other thing we can look at from here other than the mountain. Nope. We can only look at the mountain. That right there. Alrighty, right. Let's go visit to the church and see if Abbé is out and about there. I mean, that makes sense because he is the Abbé. Why wouldn't he be at the church? Nope, he's not here. Would be nice to be able to chat with him about things because we have found out stuff about people here, so... Nope, and nope. Nope. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I guess I could go out and about and...
I'll go get the heart.
Actually, I might have an idea what to do. Anybody? I guess nobody's taking a ride. Let's go visit the ladies once more to see if I can advance things. Still digging.
You must have a deep desire to humiliate me.
Only a little bit. Well, once they do leave, we can get the fingerprints off of the bottle. I really don't remember what I'm supposed to do right now. I mean, there's Emilio's. And this is Buchelli's. Or Buccelli, as Gabriel so pronounces it.
That's Buccelli's bike.
So Wilkes' bike is still out there somewhere. So he's still out there somewhere.
I believe that's Wilkes' bike.
Oh, that's Wilkes' bike. So, Wilkes is not around the hotel. He's not around, not on his bike anywhere. So where could he be? That is the question. Yeah, Emilio's still here, looking at Poussin's tomb. Quite the conundrum we have here on not knowing where to go and what to do. I got a suspicion on what I need to do, but I don't know how. Oh, there it is. These footprints. See? Barely can see them because of the roll resolution, but there, footprints. This is what I needed to do. Finally. And also, before Gabriel, you do anything, I have to excuse you, viewers. I'm not feeling the best today. Because of the yesterdays when I was in a pollen storm outside. I don't have any allergies or anything, but there was so much pollen in the air, I have a little bit of a sore throat. That's my voice is a little bit lower. Lots of, well, just not good. I'll say that. But I'm doing my best to make sure that I'm not gonna lose my voice.
Big old Wilkes-size footprint. Oh, shit. I found Wilkes.
Or what's left of him. Yep, he dead, yo. He so dead.
Poor bastard. They must have pulled him from his room last night, but no one heard a thing. How do they do that? And why Wilkes?
Well, you should know. You saw the dream where they came through the window and fly. Or float. They all float down here. Nice pajama pants, I have to say. Poor Wilkes, though. Got anything on you? Sorry, Wilkes, but we have to do this. Gotta see if you have anything on you. A letter?
It's
From
from
who?
Wilkes to his publisher.
Ooh.
He must have been worried about someone seeing it, so he took it to bed with him. Apparently he was right to be paranoid.
So what did he find out? Let's see.
It's the letter I found in Wilkes's pocket.
Dear Mr. Brockelank, whatever. I'm happy to report that everything has gone even better than I had hoped. I confirmed not only the existence of the object, but found a group of caves that I think will provide access. I'll take lots of pictures and maybe pop by New York when I leave here. Right. But I wanted to let you know that you can start clearing the calendar for my book. I think we should get it out ASAP, see? And because there's lots of snoops nosing around this thing, and I wanna be sure they don't beat us to it. John Wilkes.
Looks like Wilkes might have been onto something after all. I wonder if that's what made him a target.
Probably.
Then again, maybe he just stumbled into the wrong neck of the woods.
Why would he just walk out here, Gabriel? You're not that dumb, you know. Ah, we found the blood. Time to investigate with your Schattenjager
Either the Red
powers.
Cross had an accident here, or I found Wilkes' missing blood.
Either or.
Knee indentations. Just like at the armchair. God.
Well, let's take a look.
I'd rather not, thanks.
Well, how about the knee
They held
indentations?
Wilkes here while they drained his blood. He wasn't exactly small either.
No, he was a big guy. Emphasis on the was a big guy. Nice 2D images there. Got some clip art going on here. There's nothing else around here that could tell us anything.
I'd rather not, thanks. They held...
So you're not gonna use your Schattenjager?
Well, I guess that answers the question. What kind of PJs would a man like Wilkes wear?
Apparently, fancy.
They must have pulled him from his room last night, but no one heard a thing. How do they do that?
Well, we've got some answers to those. Why? Because of the things he found. And how? Well, you should know from the other visions that you got. Gabriel is not really smart when it comes to trying to be smart. I mean, he's still just beginning his detective work. Like of the Schattenjager style of work. So, just a moment, as I will save the game here. I just feel like I should save the game for some reason. And with that save done, let's get back into town, see what the clock ticking did. Well, nobody else has moved around. Everybody's still here. Except for, of course, Emilio and the girls. But with that clock ticking, means that things are happening, so...
I don't want to talk to Mosley anymore.
Huh. I would have sworn this situation would have happened now. Ah! There it is.
Bonjour.
Hey,
That's quite the baby you have there.
she's just hanging out, isn't she? Bucelli.
Interesting things happening here. Bucelli saw that she has the manuscript, or newspaper at least. Is she in there? Apparently taking a shower. Signore Bucelli. How about you? Intensive writing. Or intense writing. English, it's a language. Learn it. Grace, you okay? Let's have an awkward talk, shall we?
Did you check out the Bloodline manuscript?
Yeah, pretty interesting. Where do you want me to start?
The beginning. That's usually a good place to start.
What's the manuscript say about the Bloodline?
The bloodline thing is major. The descendants of Jesus are called Disposini. Their symbol is the unicorn.
The unicorn?
Unicorn?
Mm-hmm. Supposedly, the horn represents the male phallic symbol, and the unicorn itself represents the fertile Jesus.
Uh-huh.
Well, no wonder the Catholic Church had a conniption. But is there any way this Bloodline thing could be legit?
Well, there's no reason why Jesus shouldn't have married and had children, unless you believe any kind of sex is a sin.
There's a lot of sex
Personally,
in the
I
Bible.
don't. And you certainly don't.
That's just the line I feed Catholic girls, but go on.
Sure.
And it's the kind of thing the early church might have suppressed, if for no other reason than to make sure the bishops of the church had all the power and not the descendants.
That explains how it might be possible, but it's hardly proof.
True.
But if it's all a myth, it's a very old myth. The royal arms of Scotland show a Davidic lion of Judah, Disposinic unicorn, and the Jewish fleur-de-lis. So
it's all
they
kinds.
believe they were Disposini from the Middle Ages at least.
Interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, the Bible is full of sex. I always wondered where they get that the sex is a sin kind of a thing. When pretty much early on from the Bible, everybody's just porking everybody to get lots of descendants. That's a big thing. Never understood why sex is a sin when everybody was doing it all the time. Marriage and the descendants were a big thing in the Bible, at least.
What's the manuscript say about the Freemasons?
The manuscript came right out and said that the original split between the Templars and the Priory of Sion was over the bloodline. The Priory wanted to support certain French families of Merovingian descent, while the Templars supported the emerging Stuart dynasty. I think it's pretty clear that the Freemasons and the Priory are still fighting over the same issue.
Seems so. Anything about the Grail?
Does Sinclair mention the Holy Grail in the manuscript?
The Grail represents the bloodline and a kind of noblesse oblige duty to serve mankind. But also, remember what you heard on the train? You heard the kidnapper say Sangreal.
Holy blood.
The manuscript says the words Holy Grail were actually a mistranslation. The original phrase wasn't Sangreal or Holy Grail.
No.
Sangreal.
Sangreal? What's that mean?
Blood royal, or royal blood. The Holy Grail is the bloodline, Gabriel. That's what's so creepy.
Wow.
It's not a tangent item.
That's what they were saying on the train. It's royal blood.
That's what I've been wondering.
Kinda brings the whole vampire theory back onto the playing field, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What would they do with the royal blood anyway? Does it give them superpowers or something? They become Dracula? They can make a vampire baby that's of royal blood. I mean, they're immortal already, so what would royal blood do to them? What would they gain from such a thing?
I'm still not sure I see the connection between Sinclair and Prince James's men.
They're Freemasons.
The manuscript did mention Prince James. It traced the various branches of the bloodline all the way down to the present day. It was obviously making the point that the Stuarts have the largest, purest amount of the blood, and Prince James is mentioned as the current Stuart heir.
Fascinating. So that's why he's being protected and why he was so protective of his son. Because he's of pure blood.
Did you get the impression that the manuscript was trying to set Prince James up for something?
Certainly went to great lengths about his pedigree. I guess the royal families find that terribly irrelevant.
What about rulership? Did it mention anything about a throne?
Yeah, Sinclair was talking about.
It talked about the European Union a lot.
Ooh.
How any system of government ideally has both a parliament and a monarchy. You don't think they're trying to...
I think that is... Yeah, that is the throne.
No.
Yeah.
Position the House of Stewart as monarchs over the EU.
Uh-huh.
I think that's exactly what they're trying to do.
Oh,
They're gonna...
No wonder Sinclair is hiding out here.
They're gonna rule all of Europe. If they want to, that is. They have... Their name can be on the throne, apparently. Yeah, screw you, Butros Gali. We've got Sinclair... No, not Sinclair. We got Stewart. Prince James Stewart. On the throne now. Or something.
Is there anything more in there about the unicorn imagery?
Good question.
Yeah. You know all those medieval tapestries that show a unicorn in a garden or a unicorn being hunted?
Yep.
Yeah.
Supposedly, they all represent the Desposini being suppressed by the church.
Makes sense. Kinda makes sense. Yeah. You should have asked them more clearly, is there anything about the people, what would happen if people kill the unicorn and drink its blood? They're cursed forever, like in Harry Potter. Now for the sad news.
Guess what I found today?
What?
Wilkes' corpse.
What?
I found him at L'Homme Mort. Looks like they took him right out of his room last night.
Oh my god.
Creepy,
Yeah.
isn't it? They were
Isn't
in the
it?
hotel. Weird, because I was dreaming about them. That's why I,
Awkward.
How was Wilkes killed?
just
Same way.
like Prince James's men.
Uh-huh.
Throat cut, blood drained into a pool.
God.
Kind of a waste of blood for
Like
vampires.
Cursed or something? I spent the entire day in the car with Mallory and McDougal, and then last night I had dinner with Wilkes.
Not your fault.
What was his big theory anyway?
He had a seismic survey done. They show hollow areas, and he had uncovered a big one. It makes sense, actually, because I've been working on this riddle called...
And you lost Gabriel.
Sure. You keep working on that.
Mm-hmm.
I've got some ideas of my own to follow up.
Fine.
You should know that never talk
That doesn't
about...
sound like a moped.
Yeah, that's a car. Hello? Who has arrived here?
Damn, it's Prince James.
What is
Where's
he
the
doing here?
manuscript? I've got to get it back to Larry before he runs to his boss and complains.
It was right here. I left it on the table when I went to take my shower.
I did tell you that it's not there.
Ooh, don't tell me that, Grace. Grace?
Somebody must have taken it.
I wonder who.
Shit. Okay, let me think.
Mostly.
It's about time I pinned down our old squirmy friend from the NOPD. I'll get him out of town for a bit.
What about Prince James?
Tell him I'm working on the case. I can't see him till I've got that manuscript, or he'll have my head on a platter.
You really think Mosley...
Yeah, the bum. But do me a favor and look around here, just in case I'm wrong.
Do your
Leave me
best,
the boat,
Grace.
will you? You can ride with Mosley.
What?
Come on, how can I keep an eye on the others if you leave me stranded? Please?
I don't believe this.
Thanks.
Have fun on the moped.
God.
You deserve it, you douche. Anyway, lots of interesting stuff happening. Even Prince James is here. I wonder why. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I hope you all have a good evening, good afternoon, and a good morning, and I will see you all next time. Take care, people. Bye.